Lights.
Camera.
Watch.
The Wes Anderson shorts on Netflix. The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar. The Ratcatcher. Poison. The Swan.
Watch.
Don't watch.
I was kind of thinking you were going this way.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me why you like this. Why did you... So I think we should just talk about them all together.
Uh-huh.
Because they're very similar, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Tell me what made you think that the movies or the shorts are worth watching.
I think they're worth watching because they're literally like just the short story being read and animated. That's not particularly what I was like, I would say hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
I would have much rather had, like, obviously this isn't the first Ronald Dahl adaptation he's done. Like, Fantastic Mr. Fox is a Ronald Dahl story. You can clearly tell he has like a love for his stories and his passion, and I think that seeps through the shorts. I can't say I loved the like narration direct to camera kind of situation, but the fact that they're like, most of them are like 15-minute shorts of like just a short story and he's just Wesifying it. I like the Wesification.
Ooh, is that a terminology?
If it isn't, I've coined it.
Okay, Wesification.
I
wow.
enjoyed the Wesification.
That has been coined this evening. So anybody else using that, make sure to like...
Give me my credit.
There you go.
So I liked his little twist on them. I mean, I wish that they were like fully acted shorts, but I wouldn't say that they're bad. It's just like not particularly what I was hoping for, but I think he was trying to stay like as true to the story as possible. And I'm assuming that those are just the stories being read in its entirety. I didn't really fact check that or anything, but
I didn't fact check.
I thought they were cute. They weren't my favorite things I've ever seen, but they were cute. I liked them.
You know, it is basically what you come to think of a Wes Anderson movie, like style, visually, dialogue, and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of moments of Asteroid City where you would have the narrator come out and just talk about the show itself or the play or whatever event was taking place. Don't get me wrong, aesthetically loved it, everything about it. He has the ability or the arsenal to call up like Benedict Cumberbatch or Ben Kingsley, any like top names to just come and do like a 15-minute skit, you know. But I would tell people to pass on this. You won't lose any sleep if you miss this. It's not like
for sure. This isn't like by far like the top thing he's ever put out or anything, and it I mean, just by the fact that like he's Wes Anderson and these are just like straight to Netflix like shorts, like it's definitely not meant to be viewed as like a crown jewel that he's put out. It's very much just like, hey, I like these stories, like if you're gonna give me money, I'd love to make them. Do
you think he's trying to get an Oscar for like great best short?
Honestly,
and then he's like, I'm gonna do like 4 of them.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's nominated.
Yes.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he wins just because he's a big name.
It'd be a dick move.
I mean, even like the ones we did last time, Pedro Almodovar, like he might get a short nomination too, just like, again, because he's like a big name doing a short film. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's nominated, but I honestly, like, this man's been nominated like for 7 Oscars or something. I doubt he woke up like this year being like, I'm gonna win the short film Oscar this year. I think he was just like, I'm gonna make these, and if I'm nominated, like, that happens. But
if he was to win that, and typically those shorts don't go to like really known directors. Yeah. And I would hate...
Usually you can't see them, though. Every year I'm like trying to watch everything that's nominated for an Oscar, and I usually can't see the shorts.
You don't know where they're nominated or where they're like stuff. But like, if he was to win it, and then afterwards it'd be like...
To be honest, though, he might win it because he's going to have Netflix money behind his campaign.
Well, that's the part that's going to suck, because typically these like shorts are like unknown directors that are trying to make a name for themselves, hoping to have an opportunity to get some money for a future film. But if he wins this and then he becomes Oscar winner director Wes Anderson...
Has he won before, or has he just been nominated?
I have no idea.
I'm going to look it up.
You're going to look it up? I don't think he has.
I doubt it, honestly.
He has 9 nominations with 4 wins. So he's won.
Okay, he's won. So, okay, there we go. So I don't think he's like, this year I'm taking home the short film thing. I think he was just like, I'd like to make these shorts, and they're very much not full-length films.
But the thing too is, I don't know if he won them directly or his production won it, because this is best production, best costume, best makeup, best original score, and nominations.
Oh, honestly, probably none of those went to him.
Yeah, so he never won it. So if this dude, who deserves his area in like cinema. You know what I mean? In terms of style, fantastic. What I wish is for this movie is like if there's some young director and stuff like that to take a combination of his style, his visual, and whatever it is, and you get somebody that like the guy that did The Creator, and then you get some brilliant screenwriter, and you put them all together.
Okay, respectfully, the guy Wes Anderson should have an Oscar before the man who made The Creator.
No, I'm just talking about if you were to put all those people in a blender and like influence future directors or storytellers and stuff like that, and they were to give birth to a culmination of like an original sci-fi movie with great writing and aesthetics and like that, and being able to pull in the best sort of like actors to be in a movie, I'm like, that's sick, that's props, I would love that. But guys, I wouldn't watch this.
You like hated it?
I thought it was a waste of time.
Okay.
Generally, because
you told me an abomination last time.
Well, I was just being look. I was put some respect on the man's name. You know,
even watch it as it was meant to be seen.
Shut up.
I'm gonna out you. You watched it on 2x speed.
First,
how can you have an opinion when you watched it on a fast forward-esque timeline?
First off, you can't do 2.5.
Do I think these were kind of boring? Yeah. Did I doze off while watching them? Yeah. Did I watch them on full speed until the end? Absolutely.
As someone that has like a learning disability, and one of his like abilities to like really learn and grasp stuff, I listen to things audioly, and that's like my thing. And I just thought
these were literally narrated stories.
I know, and I'm like, I didn't need the visuals sometimes. Sometimes they were cool, but sometimes, and I'm like, it's weird when he picks and chooses when that's gonna happen.
Okay, that's a great transition to talk about them individually, because like, for example, on that point, I think the one, like the story I liked the most was the visuals I liked the least.
Okay.
Which is the Swan.
Okay. That's the one with the train tracks, if I recall.
That's the one with the train tracks.
Yes.
And it's about the little boy who's being bullied by 2 other boys, but he doesn't even bring the other 2 other boys. I had a problem with that.
Did you?
I was like, okay.
Tell me why.
It's just like, because the whole story is built on these 3 people, and he's narrating as like the older version of the little kid, right? So you're just seeing that one person's perspective on it, which is fine, but like all the other ones had like the rest of the cast there, so it just kind of left me like, why didn't you also bring in the 2 other little boys that's bullying this one kid? I just thought it was odd, considering the other ones were like fully cast.
Yeah, especially Poison. When I was thinking about like Poison
was my favorite.
Yeah, I would have to say Poison was my favorite. And I forget his name, the guy, Dave Patel. I love
Dev Patel.
Yeah, Dev Patel. Is that Dev Patel? Dev Patel did a fantastic job narrating. I just liked the entire story of what it was like. Benedict Cumberbatch is like poisoned and like can't move and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden Ben Kingsley comes in. You know who else? I think you know who the star of the show was? The Hand. You know the guy that played the guy who was always coming in, opening doors or passing in things. He was like the guy, the stagehand. That guy stole the show for me. Like the stagehand it's the same stagehand in all 4 of the shorts. But I just liked that story, and like it's interesting how when you see these people and then you remember what like monumental movies they've been in, and then like all of a sudden it's like yeah, I'm gonna commit to this. I'm gonna do.
It's cause you get a chance to work with Wes Anderson.
Do you think that kind of makes you better? Cause you know, like when people like say like, oh, I want to play for this coach. Or like Leo only wants to work with Martin Scorsese. You know what I mean? Like you don't see who does Leo like. Leo has probably had like 4 directors he's worked with, like, or 5.
No, more than that.
More?
He's made a good amount of movies.
No, like, I'm talking about directors, different directors.
Yeah.
Because he's done several Scorsese movies.
Well, yeah, he definitely has like a collaboration-esque thing with, but he's definitely worked with more than 5 directors, dog.
Okay. Anyways,
I'm like Tarantino, he's got like a collab thing going.
Yeah, but that's him. He's the director, and he's like, "Hey, come play for my team." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's kind of like the guy like calling all the Avengers up. It's like, "Yo, come up. You know, want to be an Avenger? Definitely."
Him? Yeah. Absolutely not.
Who?
Leo?
with Tarantino. He's done 2 movies, Tarantino.
Oh, I thought you meant I took it literally like you want to be an Avenger, and I was like, Leo would never fucking be an Avenger.
You know what I've heard? Leo and Martin Scorsese told Timothy Chalamet.
I saw this.
You saw that? To not do superhero or Marvel movies.
And they're right.
Really? And Wonka's not one of those?
Okay, yes, but is that a superhero movie? No. Do I think he kind of sold out for Wonka? Yes. Do I give a fuck? Absolutely not.
Has Leo done
I want to see him sing. I think the movie's going to be bad, or everybody's convincing me the movie's going to be bad, but I want to see him sing.
You know what it is? It's going to be those movies that's going to make like $500 million, hopefully on a smaller budget.
And everyone's going to hate it.
But people will watch it.
100%.
People will watch it because...
It's a kid's movie.
Yeah.
It's made for kids, and the Paddington directors, which honestly I haven't seen the Paddington movies, but I heard they're phenomenal.
Yeah, I've heard good things about them, but
I feel like I would trust this man to make a Willy Wonka movie. Anyway. Did you like the main one, Henry Sugar?
I like the aspect that
Did you watch that one first?
Yes, yeah. That's the first one I watched. He's the gambler, and like I figured like, hey, this is kind of cool because it's like based off a true story. And what's interesting is they never want to give away that person's real name that it's based off. Mm-hmm. And it's like,
I think it's fictional, is it not?
I don't know. It's based on his writing, so it's like they're like, oh, this is based on a real person that we.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the story is called The Wonderful World of Henry Sugar.
Look, I'm just gonna remember from my 1.5 speed of watching this.
And like, how would it be real when the guy's seeing through cards and seeing without the eyes? It's a fictional story.
I don't know. Like, he was always right. You know, he never lost a bet. Apparently, he just kept winning. I don't know. I just thought this was very unique. I hope people, if you're interested in studying film and cinema, it's a great opportunity to watch short films, because he basically crunched his entire style in 15 minutes, which is really, I think, a challenge, because I don't think a lot of directors could you see Martin Scorsese do like his movies or make a short in like 15 minutes, or Steven Spielberg?
Martin Scorsese is so old that there's no way he's wasting his time on a 15-minute short. Respectfully.
With all due respect. Okay, who's a young director that has like a clear like visual style? Do you think Tarantino would do a short like this, 15 minutes?
Also not a young director, but yeah, because he has.
Okay, what about your best friend Greta?
Fuck yeah.
You think she would do a 15-minute short?
If it was worth it for her, for sure.
Yeah?
Why not?
No, she has carte blanche now, right? Is that the term? She can do whatever she wants?
If it is, then fuck yeah.
And we're gonna go watch it?
Fuck yeah.
Midnight release?
Obviously.
I don't know.
I mean, I love Wes.
Do you?
I do. I like his movies a lot. I like the Wes Anderson-ness of them. It's cute. It's fun. It's a children's story that's being narrated to me, sure.
Yeah.
Knowing it was gonna be that, sure. Like, in no way was I like disappointed by these, but no way was I like, yeah, he fucking did it. You know?
Let's go.
I was like, oh, that was cute.
You know what's interesting?
Moved on with my day.
You know what's interesting? Now that I take a step back, there's like these directors that have their style. There's like Tim Burton. Mm-hmm. There's Wes Anderson. There's I'm destroying his name. The guy that did Caroline.
That's still Tim Burton, isn't it?
No. He's a Mexican director.
Oh, like the Guillermo del Toro.
Yes, they like when you see their movies,
you know it's them.
It's them.
Yeah.
Who's somebody else that's like that?
I mean, honestly, there's probably more, but I really couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Even like Tarantino and shit. Like obviously, like
but
that's
I'm talking about a visual way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Visually, it's their style. Like that's like 3 directors off the top of my head that I can think like.
Those are probably the most prominent ones too.
Can't think of anybody else.
Honestly, same.
So I will tell the listeners, the 5 of them that listen, the majority are related to us or friends or family.
Woohoo!
Don't watch.
You know, I gotta disagree. I think if you like Wes Anderson and you like Ronald Dahl, you'll have a fun little time. The Ratcatcher was kind of gross to me. Wasn't my favorite. Ray Fiennes looked fucked up in it.
You look like a bad version of a Harry Potter character.
Yes.
You know which Harry Potter character?
Yeah, the rat one.
Well, okay.
Is he a ferret? Is he a rat?
I don't know. He was there.
No, he's Ron's pet rat. He's a rat.
No, I thought he would literally look like the one that was like a defense teacher. I think he's in the third one who has this weird eye and like this hair.
Same one.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, so I might have got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure he was like pretending to be Ron's rat for like years.
Really? Have you seen the Harry Potter movies?
Yeah.
All of them?
Yeah.
Did Nicole make you watch them?
Of course. Shout out Nicole.
I hope you guys are having a great time in Armenia.
They're definitely listening to this too, dog.
Imagine they're just eating seeds, looking at Mount Ararat, and just like listening to this podcast.
They probably are.
While our favorite guy is vaping his banana vape.
We're keeping this all in here, by the way.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you have a wonderful evening.